All right, let's do some Dollar Tree DVD hunting. I had good luck last week. I went to this one a few weeks back and it wasn't great. Maybe they got restocked. All right, so I see here they still have 1 million copies of A Little Game. Doesn't seem to be a big seller. Not sure if they can ever get rid of those things. We got some more back here. Still not sure what Hello Kitty is. I know that it's a mascot, but what did it do to deserve to be a mascot? Hello Kitty just seems to exist to only sell backpacks and cell phone protectors and whatnot. If you know what Hello Kitty is, please let me know in the comments. At another Dollar Tree, I picked out a couple good ones up top there, but the rest are kind of just standard on what you usually will find. Ones I put aside are, we got another Blade Runner, 22 Jump Street, that's pretty cool to find that there. And we got the Action Pack featuring JCVD. I bought that last week on Blu-ray, so we'll skip past that one. Just started, but starting to get a little hungry. Think I might grab a slice of pizza. Now, I love Italian food. I mean, even their ice is tasty. Garlic nuts are funny because it describes both the food and the people who eat it. They're nuts for garlic. At another Dollar Tree, they got a couple murder parties. James Franco in the Institute SummerSlam. My friend Kenny can come pick that up. Inoperable with Danielle Harris from Halloween. And Total Frat featuring Tom Green as the crusty old dean. Seems like just yesterday he was the one playing the college student. Or at least friends with the college students. Boy, how the time goes quick. I'm at this Dollar Tree that has an Aldi's, and someone left their carriage, which if you bring it back, you get $0.25. But you don't think I'm that cheap, do you? Yeah, I'm not gonna pass up free money. All right. Yeah. So it's just in that place, Back to the Future, which is kind of a weird name because they sell old stuff. So it should be called Back to the Past. And when you leave, there should be a sign above the door. It says, now Back to the Future. You're going back to the future from where you come from. Here it's the past. So it should be Back to the Past. Anyways, not important. I bought a WCW comic book, 50 cents. You got Cactus Jack right here. Love Mick Foley. I love that era of wrestling. And these are hard to find. At another Dollar Tree, they just have a little itty bitty collection here. 2 more murder parties. Distorted, starring Christina Ricci. Looked pretty cool, but I looked it up on my phone. It has a really bad rating. And I don't have time to watch every single movie, so if something has a bad rating, then I'm not going to bother. I do like Christina Ricci. She's in one of my favorite movies, which is Buffalo 66. Black Snake Moan is good. I like the stuff she did as a kid. We're going to pass by this one. 2 murder parties at every Dollar Tree. I should start buying these and just giving it away to people because it's a very good movie. I guarantee most of these are sold as gag gifts, just people want to pee on it and see if they really work. If anyone ever forces you to take one of those, you can pour salt in it and the results will be invalid. Little tip from the Creelster. Hopefully they don't start testing for bath salts. Makes a great gag gift. They also sell gag gifts here. This Dollar Tree is from the future. Check this out. Did you see that? It like scans your pockets, or at least like it pretends it does. It reminds me of that scene from Total Recall where Arnold's going through that airport or space station, whatever it is, and it takes his x-ray. Okay, so a good selection here. This is really cool. It'll be fun to go through these ones. I'll put the ones of interest aside. We got one called 8. Unbiden, that must be a political movie. Zombie Massacre 2, never seen the first one. We got the JCVD again. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2, that's kind of cool. The Belko Experiment, that's a good movie. The Other Guys, now I'm gonna definitely get this one, I've never seen it. And The Killer, what a good score for the Dollar Tree. How did this end up here? What the heck is it doing? What in the world? Alright, so what did I pick up this week? First off, right off the bat, the big one, the quarter. Yeah. Inoperable. This looks okay. I do like Danielle Harris. The reviews are pretty bad. This will probably be a watch in the background movie. Same with Total Frat movie. That's probably a watch in the background while I do work type movie. When I hear Tom Green's voice, I'll look up and see what mischief he's getting into. Now this is really cool. 22 Jump Street. I did see the original movie, 21 Jump Street, and I thought it was pretty good. So this should be fun. And it's a buddy cop double feature. We got The Other Guys. I've never seen this either. That goes right there. That's cool. And The Killer. I've already seen this, but it's cool to have the DVD. So I don't just buy these to buy these. I do plan on watching them one day. I have a whole box of movies that I need to get to. But I do watch them. And here's a stack of Dollar Tree movies that I have watched. And we can talk a little bit about that. Robert the Doll, triple feature. I watched the first two. And they're entertaining, but it's actually funny how generic they are. It's the same plot as every doll movie where, oh, guy puts a curse on a doll, and then a little kid gets it, and then the kid tells his parents that the doll talks to them, and the parents don't believe them, and then the doll eventually goes and kills everyone. What's funny is the budget is so low. The doll talks, but they never show it. They just... The mom will be listening, like, through the door, and you'll hear, like, but it never shows the lips move, but I guess that costs too much. The second movie was actually pretty good, too. I'll rate this, like, 5.9 out of 10. Watching the background movie right there. That's what that is. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, the remake. This was a pretty good movie. It starts off really good, and then it kind of like falls flat a little, like it's a little bit boring. But the first 20 minutes is awesome. It's like as if the original movie from the 70s was like really happened, and they really did make a movie. And this is kind of like a copycat type guy. That one's a 5.9. This one is 6.6. This was really cool to find this at the Dollar Tree. I found this one at the Dollar Tree maybe like a year ago, before I was making videos about Dollar Tree DVDs. And this is a pretty good anthology of Stephen King shorts. It's not like Black Mirror, like good, but it's entertaining, and I do love Stephen King. It's kind of got that Mick Garris, like slightly generic feel. Sorry, Mick Garris. I'll rate this one a 7.2 out of 10. Don't Think Twice. This was fun. This was a good movie. 7.5. Keanu. This was a lot of fun. I like that cat a lot. I'll rate this one an 8. I watched the behind the scenes, and they said like, oh, the cat was a pain in the butt to like get to do what we wanted. Next time if we make a sequel, we'll use a CGI cat. They're not going to make a sequel to this. It just barely broke even, I think, at the box office. But if you use a CGI cat, it would take away the only thing special about the movie. Not the only thing special, but the cat makes this movie. So if you make a sequel, use a real cat again. Inherent Vice. Now, I kind of just didn't know what was going on throughout this whole thing. I'm not going to rate it because it's not fair for me to go, oh, it's a 6.5. It's just as good as The Town That Dreaded Sundown. That's not really fair. This, it was a while ago. I don't really know what was happening. Paul Thomas Anderson is awesome. Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood. Really good movies. This is the first one of his movies where it's kind of like, I don't really like that much. God Bless America. This wasn't bad. I do like Bob Cat. He's a funny guy. He's a good director. Obviously, this is like a heavy-handed movie. But there are movies that came first that like do it better. Like say like Idiocracy is better. I'll rate this one a 7.2. Worth tracking down. The Price of Fame. The $1 Million Man. Documentary, but not made by the WWE. It's made by some religious group. They do use WWE footage, but not as much as I would like. And it's, from the narrative of, oh, I used to be a sinner, but I found God, and you should consider finding God too. And it's just like, shut up. I don't want to listen to that. This is a 5.6. If you really like the $1 Million Man, you might get a kick out of that, but I didn't. Notorious, featuring Conor McGregor. This is like a documentary about his life. They don't really show much footage, his fight footage, which is the only reason why I bought this. I'm not a big UFC guy, but I do like watching people punch each other. But this didn't really interest me this much. If you like Conor McGregor, buy this. If not, don't buy it. This was cool. Nightmare Fuel. That's what they call it. That's obviously like a new name they made up for it to like, this will appeal to people who like memes. We'll call it Nightmare Fuel. But it's 20 movies for $1 at the Dollar Tree. You got some on here like Driller Killer, Drive-In Massacre, House on Haunted Hill, the original, Laser Mission. That was really good with, Bruce Lee's kid there, Jason Lee. Manos, The Hands of Fate, Morons from Outer Space, Reefer Madness, The Seniors, I think that's a sex comedy, Slipstream, Warriors of the Wasteland, that's an awesome B cheesy movie. But the thing is, the quality is bad on all of these. It's just bad transfers, so it kind of isn't worth watching. So put the movies on for 5 minutes and then realize, oh, these aren't great, and then you can go find better quality ones elsewhere. Here's another film I bought at the Dollar Tree, Thumbsucker. What's funny is I was talking with my little buddy Mike, and there's a movie that came out around the same time he reminded me of called Scum. What the heck's the name of the movie? Chum Scrubber. Chum Scrubber. In the comments, you can say you can have a thumb scrubber versus thumbsucker war with the other viewers of this video. You get in a big battle on which one wins, thumbsucker or scrum thubber. The Wonder Years. They had The Wonder Years Season 1. Classic. Absolute classic. Go run down to your Dollar Tree, try to pick this one up. Say, hey, you have The Wonder Years, maybe hidden in the back. I'm your #1 customer. Wonder Years. This was boring. Sorry. It's like over 2 hours. Ugh. And it's dubbed, so it's like goofy. I would rather watch it with subtitles in original language than dubbed, and they're trying to fit in words that don't make sense to the lip movement. And the last movie here. Oh my god. I never saw this. I bought it for $1, and I had a fun time. Recommend picking this up. The House of the Devil. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to the videos. You can share it with all your family and friends, and that would be appreciated. Thank you for watching.